I'm going to be editing a video and the quietest room in my house is my bedroom. And so I have no good place to film in this house yet. That's coming soon, hopefully. A studio. We need a studio. Okay, so we're doing something really cute today. The January subscription box. We're going to put that together. I've already filmed it. I just need to get it edited and get it out to you guys. We have a subscription box. It's quarterly. If you want to know more about it, look down in the description below and I will link all the information and everything. And let's just get started. Okay, in your box, you'll find all the supplies you need for this two-sided project. This project has two sides. So what we're doing right now is we're going to paint the inside of the lip of the board. I decided not to paint the actual board. We're going to decoupage a piece of paper on that, but because it's pretty light wood, we don't really need to paint that. If you want to paint it white underneath, you certainly can. There's definitely enough paint, but we're doing this first because I am a sloppy painter, and so I just didn't want to have to worry about being perfect. So then you're going to take your paper, and it's a little bit too big for the board. So what I did was stuck it inside of there and then creased around the edges. And then I'm going to take a pen and mark off around the edge. And then I'm going to pull it out and just cut those with scissors. I'm just going to cut around the paper. This is one of my decoupage papers that I created. I don't have this one for sale. This is basically just for you guys, just for this box. And the paint color I used was called Antique White, and it is a Miss Lillian's paint. And Miss Lillian's paint is a no-wax chalk paint, and it has a sealer in it. And so you do not have to put a varnish over the top of her paint. Now I'm going to coat the entire bottom of this with the Pentart Decoupage varnish and glue. I sent a sample inside of your box so that you can do this project. You will definitely have some left over for another project. Here I am spritzing the paper with water, and I do that for a couple of reasons. One reason is it loosens the fibers in the paper, and it just gives you a little bit more working time, and it will help decrease the amount of wrinkles that you get. You can see here I'm having a little bit of problems getting it in there correctly, but you have a little bit of working time. If you need to pull it out, don't be afraid, just pull it right out and put it right back in. And then once you get it in the way you want it, just flatten it down and it's good to go. And then I'm just going to put another coat of the decoupage varnish and glue over the top to seal it. Inside of your box, you will also find 4 resin molds. This is from the IOD Lock and Key Mold, and I just sent random ones out to you guys so that all of your pieces of art will look a little different. I placed them where I wanted them, and then I drew around them with a pen. You're going to paint over this so you will not see the pen marks, and it helps you with like placing it. When you put the glue on it, you can just put it right on where the pen marks are. This Pentart Express glue is really good. I love it. I put a sample of it in your box. I love how you can just use the pen and get the glue exactly where you want it. You don't have to brush it on with a paintbrush, and it also dries super fast. You do have a little bit of working time if you need to move your item around a little bit, but it dries really quick. So I love this glue. It's my new favorite. I use it for everything. Here I'm just eyeballing it, trying to figure out if it looks straight. It does. You can measure if you want to, but I really don't measure anything. Now I'm taking the Miss Lillian's Winchester blue paint. That's the color I decided to use on this project. My molds are dry, and I'm just painting the whole entire front and sides with this dark blue. And we have some other layers going over the top of this, so it will not look like this. well, you've seen the picture, so you know what it looks like. But yeah, this, I'm really glad I chose this color because it makes the gold pop over the top of it. I just love how it turned out. Here you can see I had to do a little touch up. Don't worry about it being perfect because we're going to layer some white dry brushing over it as well as the gold, and that will cover up any mistakes you make. So here I am dry brushing the antique white over the top of the embellishments. I was using the little paintbrush and I really don't like how it looked, so I just pulled out a bigger paintbrush. The bigger paintbrush that I'm using is one that you've gotten in a couple of previous boxes, and honestly it just worked way better than here what I'm doing now. See, this brush here just worked perfectly. So you want to put a little bit of paint on your brush and then wipe it off with a towel, and you will wipe a lot of it off. So you really don't want hardly any paint on your brush. And I also brushed around the edges so that it hides where I painted crooked. And you can do a lot of dry brushing, you can do a little tiny bit of dry brushing, that's completely up to you. I did a lot on mine. The other one that I have pictures of was one of my really sweet customers, Debbie. She did the mock-up for me, and she did hers a lot more delicate where it doesn't have as much dry brushing or gold on hers, but they're both super pretty and you can really do it any way you want. I really like the look of faded denim, and so that's what I was kind of going for on this, and so I think I achieved it. So this technique looks super pretty on a dresser too. I think this whole thing that I'm doing right now would look great on a piece of furniture. I want to quickly explain these two products because they're meant to work together. Pentart Pigment Fix is a clear water-based medium that acts as a binder for pigment powders. On its own, it looks milky, but it dries clear and glossy. When you mix pigment powder into it, it turns that loose powder into a paint you can actually brush on. And then the second container is the Pentart Pigment Powder in Champagne Gold. It's a very fine metallic powder with a soft, warm gold finish. By itself, it won't stick, but when you mix it into the Pigment Fix, you get a beautiful, durable, metallic paint that's perfect for highlights, raised details, molds, and accents. You can control how intense it is just by adding more or less powder. I truly love Pentart products. They're beautifully made, incredibly versatile, and they make the creative process feel easy and inspiring. I find myself reaching for them again and again in my own work. That's why I was so excited to include Pentart in my subscription box. Being able to share the products that I genuinely love and use with my customers means so much to me, and I know you're gonna have so much fun creating with these. You can find more of the Pentart products on my website at elsielaneartgarage.com, and I'm always buying more, and because they've got so many things that I can't keep up, but their stuff is so good. And if you find something that I don't have, reach out to me and I will make sure that I get it for you. Also, I think I mixed a little bit too much and now I'm going a little crazy with it. And I'm not mad about it, it's fine, but I think the more, if you have any left over, you're going to figure out a way to use it because it's really fun and so pretty. But I don't think I went overboard. I love it. I told you this was a 2-in-1 project, so we're doing the other side now. I completely forgot to tear the IOD label off the back of the substrate, and that kind of harshed my mellow a little bit. I was all in the mode of getting this done, and now I have to tear this off, but it came off pretty easy and it's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, so after you paint this whole thing white, you're going to have to let it dry. You can use a heat gun to dry it faster if you want to. I think that's probably what I did because I am one of the most impatient people on earth. And so I dried it, took me 2 seconds, and then I went ahead and started decoupaging. So I'm putting a really good coat of the Pentart Decoupage Medium over the top of this. That's what this is right here. This dries clear, so don't worry about it. It looks white, but it's not white. It's clear. The paper that I'm going to be using on this side is called Mariposa. I do have these available for sale. This is an A4, which is 8.3 inches by 11.7 inches. I print them on Japanese rice paper, and they're available on my website. This is so pretty, and I love the snow on it, and I thought it would be really fun to add some Pentart ice crystal paste over the top of the snow. So once you decoupage it on, you can take a piece of sandpaper or a sanding block, using it, brushing it away from your artwork, it will tear off the edges that you don't want on there. Oh, and make sure that your decoupage paper is dry before you start sanding it, otherwise it might rip. So this is the Pentart ice crystal paste. They have ice crystal and they also have a snow crystal. The snow crystal is white, but the ice crystal dries clear like real ice. So you have to stir it really, really good when you get it because everything kind of settles, you know. So you just want to stir it up really good. And then I just took the little tongue depressor thing that I put in your box and just tapped it on, smushed it in. I used a lot of the ice crystal because I wanted it to be kind of dramatic and cool looking. I wish that you could really see how pretty this is, but in real life you can totally see. When it's dry, it will dry clear, and it's just one of the funnest products that they carry. Before I wrap up, I wanted to mention my Elsie Lane DecoPosh papers. They're my own designs, and I've recently launched a retail program to share them with shops and creatives. If you're interested, applications are now open and available on my website. Everything you saw in this video is available on my website. If you're interested in my subscription box, I'll leave all the detailed information linked below. Thank you for being here and creating along with me. I can't wait to see what you make, and I'll see you next time.
Do another scrape for the left, and then leave a thumbs up.